Hey party people, I'm Kelly.
And I'm Bean.
And we're Kelly Beans Bees. We're second year beekeepers here in Central Virginia, and today we are at the turkey house in the Gruyere hive picking up from the last vid that we just did.
Yes.
In that vid, Bean was very confused.
Yes. So if you didn't see that video, one problem that we ran into was it looks like we had small hive beetle larvae and some of the honey in the top brood box. So I've taken that out. We're going to take it with us tonight and freeze it at our house. That'll kill off any of the larvae, any of the eggs, anything living in this honey. Mm-hmm. Then we can bring it back, we can put it back on the hive, and they can use it and not have to worry about anything coming out of it and eating it all.
Yep.
So the other weird thing we saw was we had eggs. Mm-hmm. And last week we took the queen out of this hive and put her in that nuke over there.
Right there.
Because it looked like they were potentially swarming.
And we 100% saw her because we went through every frame in the double deep.
Yes. So we're going through. I want to see if I've got more eggs, if they've got room to lay eggs, because apparently I need to worry about that now. And then later we'll go through that nuke and kind of see what's going on there. We'll see.
Apparently. I like that.
We know we saw the queen running around, so.
Yeah, we did. It was a wild time. I really thought that there was no queen because we had literally gone through all 19 frames out of 20, and we were like, there's definitely brood on this side.
Yeah, I've got eggs, I've got larvae. This is a laying queen.
All right, girl, where you at?
We don't really need to find the queen. It's not that. Well, yeah. Laying eyes on her wouldn't be bad. But yeah, all those cells there have eggs in them.
On this side?
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully y'all can see that because I can't.
It's just odd.
I know, that's why I wanted to find her.
I'm just going to go through and make sure that we don't have any queen cells or anything.
Because Gurley wouldn't have flown back, right?
No.
Yeah.
When we saw her, she was still really swelled up. She was still laying eggs, and she can't fly when she's swelled up like that.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I've got eggs all in this cell, or this frame too. When the bees swarm, the workers will actually go around and bump the queen whenever she tries to lay an egg and stop her from laying eggs. And her body realizes after a little bit of not laying eggs that, hey, I don't need to do this anymore, and she actually stops producing eggs for a little bit. And her abdomen squidges down.
Yeah, I knew that part.
And then she is light enough to fly.
Mm-hmm.
If they didn't do that, she wouldn't be light enough to fly, and then she couldn't go anywhere. She'd be stuck.
Which she was very in that state last week.
Right, that's why your queens don't just fly out.
Yeah.
It was last week.
Last Saturday.
Right.
One whole week.
So it's not like we've had enough time for a queen to hatch out, get mated, come back and start laying. This queen's been going for a while because we've got all ages of brood.
This side is a pretty color of brood. There's larvae.
Mm-hmm.
Little grubbies down there. Hopefully you all see them. They're my favorite stage because you can actually see them pretty good.
Yep.
I don't know if they're my favorite. They're definitely the most gross. I say this because, some of that comb that we scrape off has little grubbies in it, and it's always like, ugh.
Yes.
Encountering the little grubbies. Larvae. How are you feeling in this moment?
I'm feeling like they've got enough room. They've got plenty of brood. That if we've got a queen, which it looks very much like we do, that she's doing a great job.
So then that makes me wonder, is the queen at the end actually doing a good job?
Which we'll check that. It could end up being that something happened. I don't know how it would have happened, but we could have put a queen in here somehow. I don't think that makes any sense. But
this is definitely not laying worker material though,
because
the pattern is
the pattern's really good, and on top of that, laying workers can only lay drones.
Oh, you're right.
And everything that we're seeing right now is all worker brood.
Hey party people, sorry for that. The phone overheated in the middle of that hive inspection. So we finished up, took out a couple of frames. We're going to freeze those since we did have that mite. Were they mites?
Nope, small hive beetles.
Not mites. Siding in that hive. So we're going to freeze those and then probably extract that honey. Then after that, we went down to the nuke at the end to inspect that because we knew that we had put a queen in there last week. So we went through, and they had packed themselves out with resources, and there were no signs of the queen. And yeah, so we don't know if she's there and just doesn't have room to lay, if she swarmed back to the hive that she was in. We don't really know, but there was no sights of the queen. So we pulled eggs from another hive and put in there and gave them a little bit more room to keep expanding out. Then we went into the middle, the Asiago hive. They were doing really well. We only went through, like 4 or 5 frames?
Something like that.
We saw the queen in there. She's one of our ones that we bought this year. She still had the little yellow dot on her. So it's good to see her. And then we closed it back up.
They had plenty of room to lay. They didn't have any signs of swarming. They were looking good.
Yeah, and they hadn't really drawn much or at all in the top.
No, but they were still drawing frames in the second deep, so I wasn't surprised there wasn't much in the super.
Yeah.
There were bees up there. They just hadn't started drawing it yet.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything else for today?
I don't think so. We took a little bit of honey off of the farthest left hive, the Gruyere hive.
Yep.
Added some extra undrawn frames, so hopefully they can work on those. We can get those extracted and put them back on top of the hive so that they can start filling them again. And the frames that we took out of that deep box on the far left hive, we replaced with drawn comb so that they have plenty of room to start laying more eggs and storing resources.
Yep. It was from what we extracted last weekend, so that was good to get it back in the hives. All right. Well, I guess I'll turn it back to you.
Oh, okay.
So they can see you. Thanks
Bees
for
out.
being here, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Bees out, y'all.